What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Denmark's back. Welcome back, Denmark. Good to see you back today. Balake's back. Welcome back, Balake. Welcome, welcome, everybody. We'll get started here in just a few minutes. So I think what we're going to do today, guys, I got a suggestion in the Discord that to revamp the apartment selector and spawn selector. So I think that's a pretty good idea because I really don't like the base one. I've been messing so much with QB core now, so to get anywhere, I need to do it in steps. Yeah, I mean that's always a pretty good practice. And then we got another one to make scripts more interactive, not just press E and done. Yeah, that's something that I want to do with all these scripts is make them kind of interactive, not just the typical press E, wait, and then something happen. So we'll definitely give that a shot today. Maybe some police stuff if you guys want to see that. What's going on, Havoc? Welcome to the stream. DOJ would be cool, like court cases. Yeah, I would definitely build that into the MDT. I built the MDT before. I can pull up the Discord. It's in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, Havoc, I'm not sure if you're in there or not. There's a lot of. I've got a MDT in there somewhere. I can pull it up on stream. Just a second to find it, guys. So here's an MDT that I built. And yeah, it has some DOJ stuff. Got the penal code in there as well, and warrants and such. Yeah, I built this one. I haven't released it or anything like that. I was just testing around. I kind of want to build another one, and that's why that I have this image. I went ahead and made. If you notice the border around this one, I really like the way that looks like an actual police tablet. So I got another one. I did this one yesterday, so we may use this one as the border, and just like place the MDT inside that. All right, let me get caught up on chat here. I see a couple. Court cases. Do you have a good prompt for Claude Opus 4.8? I mean, there is a master file that I use. It's kind of indicative of a Qbox or a skill for Qbox. It's in the Discord. That's a really good prompt to give Claude a lot of extra context behind Qbox and FiveM and such. But as far as that goes, I mean, prompts definitely differ between what you're building. How many credits do you pay for? I pay for. I mean, I've got what I'm going to be using today is just the typical Claude Pro subscription, $20 a month. But I also I've got Cursor Pro, I've got Gemini Pro, I've got Codex Pro as well. So I've got them all, but we're just going to probably stick to Claude today. You have an NBT. I'm in there. Yeah, just like I said, I haven't released it or anything. It's just something I've been working on, and I may do that today as well. I thought about that as well. So you just make a frame for it. So what I did is I actually looked up. So I know quite a bit about IRL policing. So I looked up one of the tablets that an agency that I am familiar with uses, and this was like kind of the advertisement image of it, and I just kind of cropped out the middle of it so it's transparent in the middle. I didn't actually make the border or anything like that. Have you tried Cursor? Yeah, I really like Cursor, especially with the new Grok model. It seems to be pretty good. What are we working on today? So I got a suggestion in the Discord to work on a different apartment and spawn selector. We may do that, and I would like to get some police stuff as well. And then I've also got this radio. I didn't crop this one out, so we may skip this one until the next time. You just make a frame. Yeah. Where can I find it? I haven't released that. Oh, the Qbox Reeve is in my Discord. It should be in the description. Use Claude skills for FiveM. Yeah, I use a couple skills. Like I said, I've got that Qbox markdown file, which is kind of just really what skills are. It's just extra context. Yeah, I use that. Seems to make quite a bit of difference. Claude, $100 plan a couple months back, and it worked way too good with Opus 4.5. Yeah, I've not broke down and bought the $100 edition or $100 version yet. I would like to, and I may at some point in time, but I have not yet. Let's go ahead and hop in the server. If there's anything you guys want to see, drop it in the chat. We actually made this loading screen in the last video, if you didn't catch that. This is a fully custom loading screen with this video in the background and the really loud audio. Welcome everybody to the stream. So I guess what we'll do is, have I tried Cursor? Yeah, I've tried Cursor, and I definitely want to do at least a video on Cursor using the new Grok model. Recording studio. Yeah, that could be a good idea. I don't really know much about recording, so I don't know that I would know a whole lot of what to put in there. Loading screen is so minimal and crazy. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's all right. So I think what we'll do is do a different character selector. This is Legacy FiveM. We'll do a different character selector and a different spawn selector. Oh, did my game just crash? No, we're good. So is that something you guys want to see today? Different character selector, and I want to do it with like where it's like a it looks like a movie scene where there's, I don't know. I seen a script that looked like that where you got all your characters kind of just hanging out in the area. I kind of want to do something like that for the character selector. Where can I find a Qbox Claude skill? It's in my Discord, which should be in the description of this stream, or it's linked on the channel as well. All right. I guess we can get started. Yeah, I don't like that spawn selector. You'd like to see a cursor video? Sure, I can definitely write that down and put that on the list of things to do. Because it works really, I've had a lot of luck with it. We actually used cursor. Did we use cursor in the last stream? I think we actually used cursor in the last stream. So if you want to go check that out, it's probably toward the end of it. And we may do that today as well. Once I max out my Claude. Maybe you could do a new HUD today too. Sure. I've not had a tremendous amount of luck with HUDs in using AI, but we can give it a shot. So what I did, I just told Claude to read my Qbox.md. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. So let's try that again. Okay, so I'm just telling Claude right now to read Qbox Markdown for context. Now we're going to bypass permissions today. Yeah, I thought so. Thank you, Money Man, for that. I thought I did. I thought so. So let's work on, let's do the character selector first. So what I want to do, it's no clip somewhere. Maybe up in the hills. Or, let's go here. I changed my mind. I want somewhere to kind of display all the characters in like in a scene of some sorts. Use Claude inside VS or just make it. I just use the Claude. It just depends. I'm just using the Claude app right now. Let's use Franklin's house. So, did you know AI models work better with image context rather than markdown files? That's not something that I've heard. No, that is not. I did not know that. So what I kind of want to do is have our characters be kind of in this location. One of them like sitting here, and one of them sitting in one of these chairs. Another one maybe sitting here, I don't know, doing some kind of emote. Maybe we can do a grilling emote and just make it look like a scene. So I think what I'm going to do is do those emotes to sit in this chair and then take a screenshot. I'm actually going to capture the vec4 of that as well. I'm going to do that. And I'll keep the table. So it should be sit couch, I think. I don't know if that was an emote. Emote menu. Sit chair, okay. Thought it was couch for some reason. That is not what we want. Holy shit, looks so weird. To back up. I'm gonna do a different chair. Not that. Go to sit chair. Cancel. Wait. What the hell? I've never seen an emote menu do this. What the fuck is this? Okay. No. Dude, I just want to do the emote. Okay, let's read some chat here. I made a GLB model to FiveM. If you ever need props, I'll give you free access. Sure, dude. Hit me up in Discord. Do you think AI could make a personal assistant script in game? I mean, probably. What do you mean in terms of personal assistant? Like I know I've done an Uber script already that you can. They drive you around. Sit chair 1 through 5. Thank you for that, Tony. Bro, we can use MLO interiors for character selection though instead of outdoors like DLC interiors native in GTA. Yep, I had a list of those interiors and the coordinates somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. I have the $20 plan. Here we go. Yeah, we can do something inside. We can definitely do that. Try the business center. Let's grab one of these cords. Let me clear my Discord there. Yep. Pale, I'll check that out. So we can do the scene in here. This would probably work better as well. Good luck building it. Thank you, Tony. See, I thought Qbox had a third eye where you could sit down in chairs and stuff, but I guess not. That's an interesting way to sit. See, why does it do that, though? I just want to sit where I... Exactly where I am. Alright, whatever. I mean, what is that? Okay. I mean... There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to see if Claude can do it. Put those... Because it's obviously not going to be players. It's just going to be... I mean... Pads of your character. So I don't know that we need to exactly do this, but we'll do this just so we can get the vector points. So let's do that again. Chair character 1. We can do another one over here in this chair. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, that looks stupid. A typing animation? That's a good idea. Thank you. I think they're called typing, aren't they? What are they called? I can't remember what those are. Is it idle, maybe? I thought there was. I thought they were called typing. Are you on the Claude Pro? Yeah, I am on the Claude Pro plan. I don't know what emote script this is, but I don't like it. Type. There we go. Looks a little strange. Critic Design. Hey, Yeti, do you need help in UI design? I'm not a UI developer by any means. Let's just do that. Let's do that. That looks okay. Especially if the camera's from this angle. I mean, you'll never be able to tell. Scully emote script. Yeah, I think that is. I think you're right. And then we can have another guy. There's a bed in here somewhere, right? Yep. Could have another guy laying down here. Do sunbathe. Okay, let's prompt this out. Chords we can update later? Yeah, for sure. Bought Claude Pro yesterday. What do you think is better, Claude Pro or Cursor Pro? That's a tough one. I'm not sure. I have both, and I've never really compared them. I mean, obviously you have the Claude models in Cursor, but I think that I'm fairly certain that you have substantially more of a limit when using it in Cursor versus just using it in Claude. But if you want to utilize different models, I think Cursor is probably the answer for you. And Cursor doesn't have like a 5-hour limit or anything. Claude does, so um, it really, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. It helps you in Claude. It helps you not completely max out your weekly limit, but Cursor has a monthly, I'm pretty sure. And like if you max out your month, you got to wait quite a while, especially if you do it quickly. Tell Claude to use native GTA emotes. It's a good idea. Let's prompt this out. We are building this to be a scene of characters. Provide. It'd be cool to even have multiple scenes at some point in time. That way it's kind of randomized. There's a choice, maybe not randomized, but there's a choice between a couple different scenes. You don't see the same thing every time. That'd be a cool feature. Like Imperium said, use native animations. Can't type today. Their choice. Guess I could zoom in on this. Okay. Kind of want just some elements like floating around the character of their stats. I'll reword that. Around the characters. Should be grayed out like passive mode. I think that's a good way to put it. I'm going to ask it to build a in-game configurator. Tweak placement and animations. What do you guys think? What are we missing? Are we missing anything? I think that's okay for now. We can see where that gets us. We don't have to, because we don't have to have the perfect prompt initially. Let me fix screen there. There we go. Okay. Let's just shoot it. Let's see what happens. Shoot it and see what happens. So this is a really good resource. Somebody last stream gave me this. It shows all the interiors and stuff, and the coordinates. It's like under the map and shit. It's a really good resource. I can put this in the Discord as well. I'll do that right now. All right, guys. While we're waiting on this, anybody working on anything cool? Anybody working on enhanced? Something I've not really touched yet. And let me. Let's see. Working on a gang and turf system. That's a pretty good idea. Actually, that was one of the scripts that I've noticed that Codex actually. So I was working on a Codex versus Claude video, but I didn't like the footage, and I had way too much footage to try to condense it down. So I kind of just scrapped it all. But I did a Codex versus Claude kind of challenge with a gang and turf system, and Codex actually did better than that one. And I unfortunately deleted all that, so I don't have anything to show you. But it was able to actually put like overlays on the actual map of where the turf and stuff is, and color those in. So it's actually pretty impressive. And Claude didn't do as good of a job, but who knows what the difference could have been. A lot of bugs. Yeah, I noticed a lot of bugs, especially which I tested it the day it came out, so I was kind of expecting that. But apparently, people can get a QB core server running on enhanced. I've not tried it myself since the first day, which when it didn't work. Yeah, and enhanced even joining a server seems like kind of a pain. Like it had to open up the Rockstar launcher like 7 times, and yeah, it was kind of a nightmare, which is really unfortunate. May do some police stuff later in the stream today, guys. I've got some assets that I want to use, and bugs with MLO and rendering issues. Yeah, I'm sure that's a problem. I'm sure. Did my video die? I got like an error from OBS. Are we good? Somebody let me know if we're good. I don't know what the issue could be. Yeah, we're good, Havoc? All right, thanks, man. I don't know why it told me that there was an issue, but it seems like we're good. All right, cool. So if there's anybody in here that didn't catch the last stream, I'll show you what we built. So we built a loading screen. I'll have to show you that once we load back in. Let's go down here. I froze for a second. Okay, cool. As long as we're back. So last stream, guys, we built a loading screen, and we did a simple UI redesign of the OX inventory and OX targeting. So the third eye, you can see, it looks a little different. And then we built a meth cooking script, which we didn't get to finish up. There were some bugs with it. But you can see that kind of stuff in my... So we got placeable benches and stuff.
Hey, what's happening, Joe?
Well, I'm never coming back. I might stay on the West Coast.
I just got my box set of classic Pounders games from the 80s.
Where we can combine stuff. It's definitely a little fucky.
I don't know. I just like watching those old games. It takes me back.
Let's cancel that.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's what we're working on. We can come back and finish that at some point in time as well. Polish that out, or maybe redo it completely. You got a full custom framework on Enhance, runs fine. Don't know why people are having issues. I'm sure it's legacy code. I built a character selector and clothing menu on Enhanced, and it worked fine. But that's the extent that I messed with it. Doesn't seem like it's super worth messing with at the moment. Let's check on Claude. Still going. Trying to work with Enhance and QB cores working fine. OXlib is good. Okay, so there must have been a... I think that's one of the more popular bugs when it first came out was OXlib was having some issues. Still issues with MLOs. Gotcha. Yeah, it does open a lot, and it's really annoying. If it's custom, no one will have what you have right, so errors will make sense. Yeah, that's... Seems like it makes sense. Hello, Josh. How's it going?
Can you spare something?
Claude is still working away.
Can you spare any money, friend?
Just found out I got kicked out my course. I just found out I got kicked out my course because I apparently aren't as good as the person coming in. What do you mean by that? Sounds like a bad deal, but I'm just curious as to what you mean by that, Josh. You're not releasing it, just messing around? Yeah, that's kind of what I was doing as well.
Any spare change?
I will respond to your Discord stuff a little bit later, Pell. I know I said it before. Do you guys want to see any police stuff today? It's kind of on the top of my mind at the moment. I know Qbox doesn't ship a ton of stuff for police. Oh, is it police or LSPD? I can never remember. Grade is 5. Did that work? Nope. Is grade 4? Nope. I don't know.
What frozen hell was that?
Is it on my ID? Should be.
Whoa, Jesus.
Oh, we got it. We're good. So yeah, I mean, we're the police. We got job. We got police interactions. I personally don't like this radio menu stuff. I think maybe we
Amazing. Let's hang out.
make a new police action menu. That seems like it would be a good idea with an MDT
What do you
and
mean you'll be at cardio striptease class? What the hell is that?
stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know. If you guys don't want to see it, we will skip that. Let's just check on Claude. Creating the PED scene runtime. Spawning and posing. Cool. So he's working right along. Well, Josh,
Back the fuck up, man.
sounds like a bad deal, man, and I feel for you.
That ain't the way it is.
That sucks, man. Get the police armory here. If I was a FiveM developer, I'd likely make it a little button components on the player pad. No, like third eye stuff, yeah. Let's see if we can get our second client in there. Plan to see what Claude can do making a police job at some point. The 5-hour wait time bugs the hell out of. Yeah, it definitely it was pretty bad when using Fable. So we've got. I mean, this is our first script of the day. That didn't take many tokens just to have it read that. And we're at 20% of a 5-hour limit, so it's pretty overbearing. But I'm on extra.
Yes. Oh. That's great. Yeah, yes. I can come anytime for an interview.
I'm sure that the camera angles are going to be messed up once we get this once that first script is done. But yeah, I think I want to do some police stuff today. Maybe a new police garage. I definitely don't like this version of the police garage. Use 5.6 Soul. I have 5.6 Soul. It's never done good for me. Like I said, I did a whole video of, or actually I have a video comparing 5.6 Soul and Fable. If you're on the 20, max out on Fable and most, but yeah. 100 is the bare minimum. I mean, it depends on how much you use it. 10 times better than Claude at the moment. I don't hold that sentiment.
Can you help me? I'm hungry.
Particularly with FiveM. Well, with anything.
Whoa, whoa! Hey, look at this damn fool. You sick, fuck?
Claude has used 27,000 tokens. Yeah, like you said, Chowder, $100 is the bare minimum. That would be a great idea. And I may do that, especially now that we're streaming, and I definitely need a little bit more in the 5-hour limit. Even with the $20, like, I really only use Claude right now for FiveM, and I have not maxed out my weekly limit yet. But with the streams and stuff, and wanting to do a lot in a short period of time, that way I don't bore you guys to death, I may change to the $100. Just shared with you on Discord. It's redesigned Millennium appearance. Okay, cool, man. Thank you.
We should chill sometime.
I know how passionate you are about it, Chowder. I got you, brother. Yeah, it does. It certainly does degrade, switching back and forth between shit. Do you think every person has $100 just sitting there? I mean, if you don't have $100 in your bank account, you're hurting pretty bad.
What's going on, my dude? Bye.
Now, I don't think most people have $100 to spend on AI every month just to play around with it. I don't think that at all, but.
You want me to pick up some Clucking Bell? I'm not worried about my heart. Hey, man, what's up?
You have a $200 plan, work on client projects, custom scripts, charge $100 for each custom script. It's kind of crazy. I mean, you do you, man. If you can make money like that, that's awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, $20 plan does me okay for now, but the free plan is probably not going to cut it. $100 on lights. I'm sure he's talking about like light bill or power bill, I guess. Can you charge people for making AI scripts? Is that even allowed? It absolutely is. That's probably what 90% of the FiveM community is doing right now. And not even FiveM. I mean, just software in general. I mean, everybody is using AI to build stuff and charging for it. That's true, Chowder. If I use this, anything outside of what I build for these videos, I would absolutely need the $100 plan.
Yeah, what's cracking?
So Claude is actually taking his time today. Seems rather unethical. I mean, that's a really big debate right now. It is. I mean, you're spending money to pay for these models and pay for usage, and you're spending your time to build it. Whether or not you use AI for the actual programming or not, it just, I don't know. It's a weird area at the moment for sure. I'm developing FiveM scripts from long back ago, not using AI. I use AI like 60%. I mean, it can definitely, if you use it as a tool, and I mean, as long as you know what you're building. Complex scripts, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Technically pay to use Siri. Siri sucks, man. Even the new Siri. So, looks like Claude is working on the configurator. We're about 20 minutes in on this. It's actually taking quite a while.
I'm feeling okay. Little heartburn.
Siri is
sometimes, but
iOS, yeah.
And some beer. Solo, you know I don't like doctors in hospitals.
What the hell do you think you're doing? What? You for real? I don't fucking believe this. It's my idea. I came up with it. Listen, if you do this, I'm gonna destroy you. You got that? Oh yeah, I'm so scared. Sure, I'm trembling.
Pay for mostly everything AI. Yeah, I mean, even coming down to locally hosted models, man, you're gonna pay for that extra wattage on your power bill.
All right. Stop tripping, Oos.
No way around it,
Talk to you later, Uso. Be safe.
unless you have like solar or something. I don't think I've ever seen you use Claude Code in the terminal. Is there a specific reason? Not really. I feel like it's easier to show for the videos
Fuck you.
in this client, and I don't know. Saw some people building good scripts using custom NPC AI, which talks like AI. Is that a good idea? Yeah, I think there's a new kind of LSPDFR mod that has like actual AI NPCs. I'm not sure how it works. I've only seen a brief video of it. Definitely would be faster with thinking, yeah, for sure. Is it possible he just prefers the UI? I do, especially for the videos. Claude screen is not that important, but more inside FiveM. I don't know, man. I think a lot of people like to see the prompts that we build. A lot of people aren't building stuff outside of FiveM daily and in their job, so you know they need a little help on the prompting and stuff. So I think that helps them be able, be more friendly of a view than seeing the terminal and getting discouraged or something like that. That's the only reason I do it. I don't. Yeah, there are. I mean, it helps, and it's just this is FiveM, man. I'm not taking this super serious. These aren't scripts that I'm charging for or anything like that, so I'm not. Gonna head out here, Yeti. Have a good day. Oh, have a good one, Josh. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, it's the same. I agree. It's actually, I mean, better probably to use the terminal rather than the desktop application. What's up, Metric? Right now we're working on a redesign of the character selector screen. So it's going to be kind of a scene view where you have all your characters kind of spawned in there and you can pick between them in a scene capacity. So we're working on that right now. Claude's been working on that for a good bit. And then I think we may do some police scripts, the MDT or some police action menus or something like that later on. If we get enough usage out of Claude here. We might be proving Chowder correct on his drive to get us to get the $100 edition. You ever venture into CLI coding tools like Hermes or Open Code for this task? I have not used. I've installed Hermes and OpenClaw when it first came out, but never for FiveM, and I just did some brief testing with those. It's not. I don't use them on a daily basis or anything. How's Opus 5 going usage-wise? It seems to be pretty similar to 4.8. It's definitely not as. It's definitely not as bad as Fable 5 was. Have you ever tried using an AI 3D model generator and implementing them in a FiveM script? I've not, but I've seen a Opus 5 video of using Blender yesterday, and I thought about that exact idea. So that may be a video, that may be in a stream or something like that. I don't think that I have Blender on this PC, so might have to set that up, but I think that it will do okay.
Yeah, Dan. I wanted to talk to you about that email you sent me.
Open code. Oh, only if it makes sense. Yeah, right, Chowder. You're making it make sense, man. Open Code offers free models. Is that through Open Router? I've used that. I tried to use that, and it didn't have much usage. Seemed like Fable 5 was crazy expensive. Absolutely. With what I sent you, don't need Blender. So Pale may be sitting us up. Let's see. I'll go ahead and take a look at it while we're waiting on Claude. He's absolutely taking forever on this one. Open Code is their own provider? Oh, okay. I knew it was a CLI tool, but didn't know they had their own. They provided their own model usage. Right, yeah. Okay, I understand. I just assumed that I had used Hermes before. I don't think that I've touched Open Code, but I have used Hermes. And tried to configure it with Open Router, and that didn't work too well. But no, I've never touched Open Code specifically. My suggestion: don't go with free models because I experienced a lot of issues with rate limit. Just buy a $100 plan, you're good to go. Yeah. Depends on the model, obviously. I mean, some of those models, I think Gemini, one of the Gemini Flash models, I have an API token for, and I use it for email aggregation with N8N, and I've only used about $3 in a month, so it's not too bad. Tried some 3D AI 3D model generators, no blender needed. Sweet, man. If you want to drop those in the Discord somewhere, I'll check those out as well. Mainly use them for debugging simple fixes. And I would really love to go to a locally hosted model for just like simple stuff like that. I'm kind of working on a server room right now. I already have a home server, but the closet that it's in doesn't have any extra climate control, so it gets pretty warm in there if it's like firing off a lot of shit.
You gotta start getting me some gigs with some bigger names. More C-listers. You're telling me Jack Howard couldn't use me after all the shit he's been through.
Okay, looks like Claude is about done, guys. Sorry for the tremendous wait. We've had a good discussion, though. 28 minutes, 62,000 tokens. He's working on the README. This should be the final step. Is that Claude Pro? Yep. It's a $20 Claude Pro. And this one script took 43% of our usage, so... Laguna S.2, 110 billion parameters, 24 gigs of VRAM, and a 40 gigs of system RAM. How's that working for you? Somewhat slow, efficient for local debugging. Yeah, I mean, that's really the bulk that I would use it for, is stuff like that. And I don't know that I would even try 110 billion parameter. I think I would probably stick to probably 70 or so. Just for the sake of speed. Laguna S.2.
I could maybe introduce you right after our next date.
I got you, pal. Let me join the Discord, dude.
I'll expect your call, baby. Talk to you soon.
Only GLM. I've heard a lot of good stuff about GLM. If you have a server room, just deploy GLM 5.2. How much RAM do you have? 64. $64 gigs of RAM, and I have a 1070 in that, which is I think an 8 gig card in that as well. I definitely need to beef it up if I wanted to do something with 70 billion parameters. Love GLM 5.2. I've not used it, man. I need to use it, I guess. So, let's see. Let's check it out, pal. Have you hooked us up, man? Let's log in with Discord. Okay, let's... Build for FiveM. I'll probably take a look at this off stream first, pal. That way I don't look like I'm completely blind with it. But this looks awesome, and I may do a video on this as well, pal. Couldn't send the links yet. If you set up your Sketchfab API key, it's super easy to create prompts. Awesome, dude. Thank you for that. Send me a DM2 Havoc. Awesome. Got you, dude. Let's see. So hopefully looks like Claude is doing some final debugging here. We should be done in just a second.
Oh, hey, buddy. Man, I got so baked yesterday.
Almost done. We're at 70,000 tokens, 43%. Still making some edits on the configurator here. Okay. Alright, creating props is always my biggest nightmare. I always have to search 100 different GitHub pages and marketplaces to find good ones. Yeah, props and MLOs is probably my biggest blind area in FiveM. With a $100 plan on Claude, do you have the 5-hour limit as well? Yes, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's a different, you know, obviously you get more usage, but you still have a 5-hour limit. I'm fairly certain. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chowder. If you have a laptop with 64 gigabytes of RAM, no VRAM, you can easily load Quinn 3.635 billion at a Q4, no problem. All right, looks like Claude's done. Okay, let's take a look, guys. We've got YK character select, 15 files, 4,200 lines. I don't want to see anything yet. The scene, your 3 coordinates are at the Arcadius Business Center Executive Office. Already loads that interior. Characters get their real saved appearance via Alenium Appearances set pet appearance. Okay, graying out is entity alpha, not a filter. Okay, it's what the online passive mode does. Gotcha. Judgment call worth flagging. Selected characters not push in rather than a close up by default. So that's exactly what I wanted. Let's see. Focus style and config switches to close up or static if you disagree. Cameras aren't hard coded with no explicit camera. The wide shot is derived at runtime. Okay. Configurator / care scene. Ace gated to group.admin. Sweet. Works from the selector or from anywhere in the world. Puts you back where you're standing. Left alt. Okay. All right, let's restart the server and let's give this another shot. Or I guess this is the first shot. What are we talking about, guys? 5-hour limit on any AI platform. I don't think Codex has a 5-hour. This Cursor, I don't know that Cursor has a 5-hour either. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think so. All right, loading the server. No errors, so that's always good. Let's take a look at the README. Here's the README. So it replaces the character selector screen. Requirements is Qbox core. YK UI must start first. Hopefully that hopefully it did that in the CFG. Okay, let's just go in. WASD to move. So here's the character configurator, and here's the loading screen that we built in the last video. Really loud music. Turn that down. Okay, really loud music. All right, so here, okay. Empty slot is in there, so the camera's not the best. This looks okay so far. I guess these are empty, so let's go ahead and create a character real quick. That way we can see somebody actually there. And this is going to be our next project, is to redo this. And then I will change the ped a little bit. Way we can see a difference. Change the shirt, not that shirt. This one. Let's do that. Scram, I am working on a character selector screen. And here's the, we'll take a look at the editor. So the editor actually looks pretty good. Let me actually make this a little bit bigger. Scene configurator. So we can make a new scene. So this is, how do I move the camera? I don't know. This, I so hate Elenium. Yeah, that's me as well. There's no errors or anything in the terminal. Nothing in F8 face camera. So yeah, I'm just gonna close that for now. Let me actually quit and reload and see if that second character appears in there. But yes, Graham, to answer your question again, we are working on a character selector screen, and it's like a scene character selector. Controls bottom left, press left alt. I thought I did that. It wasn't doing anything for me. Let's try it again. And there's some ear rape, guys. Sorry. Okay. So we do not see character 1, so we need to fix that camera. Character 2 is in the floor here, and it doesn't appear to have any kind of emote. And character 3 is all the way in here, and we can't see him. So let's go ahead. I guess we can go ahead and create character 3 while we're here. Just to aid us in testing. Yeah, this screen is horrible. I don't know who would do some shit like that. I don't care to make this guy look different. So let's go back to care scene, which is the in-game configurator. Left alt. I'm pressing left alt, and it's not doing anything for me. WASD to move. Yeah, we're not working for me. Space and control. Yeah, none of these controls are doing anything. Let's go to Claude. Include in random rotation, so you can do that. A new scene. Did it freeze it? I think so. Might be a bug. Yeah, it looks to be Looks to be a bug in that. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Let's just quit out again. Let's see what we're doing. Perfect timing. Needed something to watch. Been a boring rain. It's raining here too, man. It is raining. It's actually not raining currently, but it has been today. Free framework. Add the most ugly scripts. Exactly. Exactly, money man. Exactly. Welcome to the stream, Unknown Ghost. Let's open up Cursor. Somebody was talking about Cursor earlier. So we're yeah, well, I mean, we're hammering down on our limit. So if you guys caught the last stream, we made a myth script, and that actually was built with Grok 4.5 in Cursor, and it actually didn't turn out great. I don't know if that's indicative of Cursor and Grok 4.5, or I'm not sure. Oh, it's your second? Okay, gotcha. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back. Good to have you back today. 2 concrete bugs. Let's see. The freeze. I use window prompt for the scene ID. Doesn't allow JavaScript dialogues. Exactly. Why do we not know that by now? Only existed on the left alt keybind. And that did not fire while NUI focus was on. Hey, great content. How's your progress so far? What are your plans and what will you do once you complete this server? You know, 007, I'm not sure. So we're this is only the second stream of this in particular, of this particular server build. We're making pretty good progress. We've done some UI stuff. So we did a UI redesign for the OX dependencies yesterday, and then we did a custom loading screen, and we tried out a meth script with the new Grok model, and it didn't really turn out the greatest. We were playing with that, and then I ended the stream. And my plans for this server, I mean, if I get it to a state where I think it's production ready, which is ultimately the goal, I will either release everything for free or keep it and just start a server. But I don't think that I want to. I don't think that I want to own and manage a server, so I'll probably just release everything, and I may release it as we go along. Your workflow is similar to mine. My most recent project gave Claude was to create a full recipe. He asked it to use Qbox Lean and add a collection of GitHub repos. Cool. Start a server. You think that's a good idea, Scram? This guy talking about RX framework. Oh, okay, got you. That's the framework for enhanced, correct? Scram wants to start a server. We may try it. Our Discord is actually getting pretty big at the moment. We've got a good amount of members in there, so we may do that. We may have enough support for it, potentially. Might as well try and have one. Right, okay. Don't, yeah. Yeah, Metric, there's a lot of stuff. I've I've managed a server before, way back in the day, but yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So it looks like Claude is actually hopefully fixing our issues. We'll go ahead and load up FiveM while he's actually done. Cool. We're still at 60% of our limit. I think that yeah, if we keep doing these streams, I think I'm gonna have to break down and get the $100 Claude edition. Nudge button, move nothing. Cursor, free cam chip is now a button. Okay, cool. Dead controls, and okay. So here's our custom loading screen that we built yesterday. It's all right. It's simple. I think that I want it to add some like a link to the Discord and stuff like that. Some buttons there. Link to the Discord, link to forums. You know what it makes it configurable. So here we are. We still can't see our first guy. Our second guy is in the floor here. And that's actually probably due to our vector copying. I think that we can actually do the care scene while we're here. Maybe not. Okay, we can. Let's try it. Let's see if it'll actually work this time. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I didn't restart the server. I'm an idiot. Thank you guys for supporting me, even though that I'm an idiot. There we go. I'll restart the server, and then we'll hop back in there. Let me take a look at chat here. Still in development, making it open source for anyone to do as they wish. I'm only making a decent and different style framework. Let me do okay. I think there was somebody else talking about enhanced framework, so I got you confused. $100 don't have limit. Yeah, it does. It's just obviously more. Is this AI scripts or just installing the scripts with Claude? No, these are being built by Claude and installed, I guess. Every platform has a 5-hour limit and a week limit. Yep, it's important to plan. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's not the first time I've done that. Okay, so we're back in here. This should be our fixed character scene configurator. So it said this is a button. Now we're free cam. Okay. And left alt. So that works now. So why is character 1 there? What the hell? And character 2, we can't see. Why don't we see their previews? Do I need to select them to see their previews? Yes, we do. Okay. This is kind of cool. Was it mouse up and down to adjust the speed? Shift to move faster. I don't want to move faster. I'm moving too fast as it is. So Z needs to come up. And then he needs to do animation. There's no typing. So he's doing smoking, it looks like. Is there no sitting? Okay, so I guess that we need to place the camera. I'm not sure exactly how this is supposed to work. Let's save that. Okay, so that puts our camera back there, and we can see our guy there. Okay. Okay, I'm getting a grasp of it. So left alt, we can move this guy. We can do place at aim. Oh, sweet. Ambient world human mouse. What is that? Oh, is that the pad? I guess so. Okay. So that guy's just standing there. This guy, I want to be sleeping. Why is it a woman? What the hell? That's so cursed. Cheering. Why are we cheering? Okay, so I definitely want different animations. Can you make them sit in the chair? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I want more animations. And then somebody, I read a chat a second ago. Let's take a look at chat real quick. Made a couple scripts with Claude for sure. It's handy. I don't have a dev and I suck at scripting, but AI has helped me so far. Yeah, for sure. It's a great tool. Make it do a switch animation to one character from the next. It's a good idea. Kind of does the just does like the camera fade or camera zoom. I had an idea when I was looking at your server yesterday. Yeah, absolutely. Shoot any ideas you got for sure, man. Make them sit in the chair. Yes. When they sit, wouldn't it make the customization harder? This isn't for customizing. This is just for selecting the character when you spawn in. But yes, that would definitely be a true statement. So let's move this guy. Let's move this guy over here. Player 1. Let's do place at aim, and then we'll have to bring him up with the Z. I don't know why that's a female. My characters are not female. Whatever. Arms crossed on a call. Let's do that. Apply pose. And then set staging spot. I'm assuming staging spot is the initial. And I guess we've got too many. They're too far apart for it all to be in the staging position. But that's fine. I'm not sure exactly. So we could do the focus spot of like there. Auto frame. Let's just do auto on these and see what happens. We'll save that. So we can't even see character 1, so I guess we can't do auto. So focus shot on character 1. We're faced completely the wrong way. We'll set the wide shot as well. Let's try that. There we go. So we get something there. And then we can come back. So that's not right either. It's not where it was. I'm not sure. This is weird. We have some kind of error here. I'm just going to copy that, put that in Claude. Let's see if we can get this to look right before we move on to any more testing. and I will catch up on chat in just a second, guys. So this will be character 2, so we'll set the wide shot and focus shot at the same spot. I don't know. And then character 3, let's move in here. I don't want that guy to be standing inside the bed, face camera. We don't necessarily want that either. We can do that's fine. May try to make this guy sit at some point in time, so I will leave him clipping through the chair. And then this can be the focus shot, and the wide shot can be like that, I guess. Let's save that and see what happens. So there's character 3. We're going through the room, so it's not rendering properly. So we're gonna have to keep them all in the same room. Okay. Character 3. We'll put him. We can put him right here. Face the camera. We'll bring him up a tad. I actually want to bring him this way a little bit as well. So this can be our wide shot, and our focus shot can be a little bit closer. I don't know exactly what those are supposed to be. So that's not right. So if you click on him, it does that. Okay. Character 3. Let's just do auto and set staging for that right there too. So it's just not doing what I want it to do. Probably because I'm trying to do auto. Let's do them all 3 right there. So that's probably focus. And then we go back to our character 1. And then this can be staging. I don't know what the staging position's for. This can be the wide, and then focus can be here. Let's try that. So, yeah, it's not rotating the camera around enough, because character 3, we had character 3 fine, and then we did it like that. So having some issues with the camera as well, so let Claude know that. And then I will come back to chat, guys. Let's try something. Let's try to just get this to work really quick. So character 2 is back there. We'll put him over here. We'll do what Scram said. I did see that one. Place at aim. Bring him up. And he can continue to smoke. Staging. And then focus. And then wide. I don't know. Fuck it. And then character 1 can be on this side of the table. We'll have him looking outside, but we'll put him right here. Bring him up. And then set staging, set wide, set focus. Let's see what that does. Yeah, it's still not rotating the camera where it needs to be. I just want initial view. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. And let me come back to chat. Can you make them all just sit in the chair? Yeah, I'm trying to get some more animations in there. How do you make that multi-character? I'm building it right now. AI Money Man. Yep, looks clean. What prompts do you tell it? I can scroll back up. This was the initial prompt. Nothing too crazy on this one. Seen people asking about how to do this, and that with any AI. Have you thought about adding a AI bot that made for helping users? That way, it's easier for people to learn and help each other. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Unknown. Whatever you want to make it, just detailed. I can tell it what I want, how I want it and stuff. Exactly. What's good? What's good, Golfino? Or Gopino? I'm not sure how you say your name. What's good, man? Have them around the chairs in the circle? Yeah, that's what we're going to try. More detail the prompt, the better. I tend to put my vague prompts into AI and ask it to make a better prompt. Yep, that's a good idea. Turns a 50-word prompt into a detailed 2,000-word prompt for sure. And vagueness is good sometimes, especially if you don't know exactly the route you're going. I thought Blender/Claude was going to be pretty straightforward, which it is, but then I didn't tell it to make it FiveM ready, nor did I know how to. Right. I don't have any advice on that one, dude. I'm not Blender versed. But yeah, as you can see, this should be the, I would assume this is the focus when we actually click on the card above them. That is not the focus screen that I set for character 2, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Spawn in. So it works on that regard. We can spawn in and everything. It's just a little bit finicky with setting up the cameras and scenes and stuff. I'll probably release this one in the Discord, guys, if we get it to a good state. So and I'm going to step away for just a second while Claude is working on this. Alright, let's see. Basically, what I did for my customers, made my bot that allows customers to ask about it, anything for FiveM. So if it messes up a native, they can ask. Okay, that makes sense.
Hey, are we gonna make that deadline?
What scripts have you done so far? Planet, we are working on, today we're working on a multi-character script, or kind of a character selector screen, or more of a scene, I guess. That's the first thing that we've done today. Yesterday we did a loading screen, or not yesterday, the last stream we did a loading screen and a UI redesign, which it doesn't look too much of a difference, and then a redesign on OX target and a redesign on the OX notifications. Finally, someone that has a brain is finally doing it. Appreciate that. Yu-Gi-Oh! I appreciate that, dude. I wouldn't give me that much credit just yet, but we're working on it, dude. Claude's still going. Yeah, that's what we've done so far, Planet. If you have any other ideas on what to do next, feel free to drop them or drop them in the Discord. Link will be in the description for that. We're gonna make this a fully fledged production server at some point in time. Show me the target, please. Sure. Sure. Let me find a car. It seems to be pretty good to show as a vehicle. Yeah, I'm not on admin duty. That's the dumbest thing. That's the notifications, as you can see in the top right there. I guess I could spawn a car, but I thought there would be one close, parked, and there's not. Why is there no parked cars anywhere? There's literally not a parked car anywhere. This is crazy. I guess I'll spawn one. I guess I could use these maybe. I don't know if you can third eye these. And you can't. Jesus Christ.
Julio, buenos dias, mi muchacho de pesquina.
Here is the third eye. You can see it looks a little bit different when you're just holding it, and then lights up there. Not a tremendous difference, just a clean, simple redesign. That's the inventory. Like I said, it doesn't really look like something that you've never seen before. Show me the target, please. There we go. Next, live redesign the phone, dude. That's a process. We can give it a shot for sure. We'll have to. It'll probably have to be in phases, because we would want to build the scaffold of the phone itself first, and then build the individual apps at one at a time. I think that would be the best way to do it, for it to actually work and be worth using. But yeah, we can try that for sure. Using QB, you want that money as item. This is Qbox, and this just comes standard as with Qbox. Dropping a sub. The gods recommend me this. Thank you, Yugi. I appreciate it, dude. We've got a lot of cool stuff on the channel. You have to be no-clicked. I don't know what you mean by that. No, no-clipped. I'm not no-clipped currently.
That's wow.
Oh, you have to be no-clipped for the vehicles to spawn? That makes sense. How much will the server cost? Looks good. Nothing. Drop a sub. Have some animations if you need them for sitting and sofas and other animations. Sure, dude. If you want to drop them in the Discord. No clip. Yep, gotcha. Nice. Make 2 to 3 lives. Then the apps, yeah. There's a repo you can use to make the phone from scratch. GitHub, I'm guessing. Yeah, I would just make it from complete scratch with Claude. I don't think that I would use any other resources. So let's see. Let's see what Claude said about our character selector. So we've got some more sitting emotes. We are using Scully's emotes. Rotation order. I knew there was something wrong with the rotation on those cameras. So let's restart the entire server. That way we can show anybody that's just popping in the loading screen that we did previously. I think that's all. Focus styles now close up. Yeah, we don't need 3 different cameras like that. It's a little bit excessive. Done did that. LOL. Love work so far. Thanks for showing this. Yeah, of course, man. I'm glad you guys are enjoying watching it. I'm definitely enjoying working on it myself. It gives me a good escape to work on some fun stuff outside of the monotonous um, software that I work on in my day job. So glad you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. So join back in. We are at 83% of our usage, so we may switch over to Cursor. Where do you recommend to send the animations? You can send them in. It doesn't matter. I don't really care. It may block the link, but if it does, I will make it to where you can send it again. Do a police MDT smack. Okay. Okay. So here is test slot 1. So this is after the fix. Okay, this looks way better. I like this. Maybe have maybe a NUI element here. I guess I can make this bigger. If anybody's watching on the phone, they probably hate me. Maybe have a NUI element on the left side that kind of has the characters selected out there. That way you don't just have to use your arrow keys. But this actually looks 10 times better. Awesome. I guess we can try to configure it again because this is getting clipped out. So let's do character scene, character 2. We still see those camera views. Let's do that and set focus shot and save that. Let's see if that breaks anything. It does. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, we're good. Phone looks fine. Watching both phone and TV. Awesome. 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 Do a police MDT. Smack. That is a good idea. We may do that. I mentioned some police stuff at the bottom. Sorry, I was reading chat at the same time as I was talking. I mentioned some police stuff earlier in the video, and I can show you a MDT that I have built in the past. So this is a MDT that I have built in the past. This is in my Discord. Smack. I haven't released this or anything. I just built this just to see if I could with that realistic border and everything. But I plan to do something similar. I have a border ready, a different one to use. So I made this yesterday, so we can definitely give that a shot. Just joined. How much have you made since last live? So I'm updated. This is all that we've worked on so far, is this character selector. The first camera before transition is to characters, is just an overall view. Right. I probably need to make that, I guess that will be the staging shot, so I probably need to make that a little bit further away. That way that it doesn't zoom and then kind of zoom again. So let's see if that'll be the staging shot now. Okay. That looks a little bit better, in my opinion. Okay. Sweet. So this actually looks pretty good. And then, I mean, we can add a little bit more to this at some point in time. So I think this is the next thing we're going to tackle, is this spawn selector. Is that okay with you guys? What do you think? Let's get caught up on chat here. Make at bottom like arrows and that NUI above, add play and delete. Yeah, we do need a delete. I feel like I added that in the initial prompt, but I didn't see a delete button. I like that. I just finished up one myself. Yeah, sweet, man. I seen this the other day. I guess a developer posted a video of it. And I thought it looked cool. I just wanted to see if I could recreate it, the scene style, which I've seen that done many a time, so I'm not stealing that from anybody in particular. So go for it. Go for the spawn selector. We can do it. I've done it before. You guys want to see? We're pretty close on usage for Claude, so we may use cursor for this, just to see how it does. We did the same thing in the last video. Let's try cursor. We can use Opus or 5.6 Soul or the Grok model. What are you guys thinking? Use cursor? Gotcha. Create a tick in your Discord. Accept my friend request. I got a serious thing. Worth your time. Worth your time. Okay, I will get to you in just a second, brother. Use cursor. We'll use cursor, and we'll do a spawn selector. This should be pretty quickly, or this should be pretty quick. Opus, we can use Opus in cursor. Caltheria, I'll get to you as soon as the stream's over. If we get any downtime while we're waiting on Claude or cursor, I'll get to you, brother. So let's actually use the plan feature, guys, just to say we did. Okay. We'll build it with custom new. What are you guys thinking for a spawn selector? Let's see. I think I've got an example in my Discord as well. Of something that I've made in the past. Okay. Guess I can't find it. Anyway, we can do the kind of top-down hover over the area. That's kind of overdone, I think. Top-down view on the map, onto the map using direct UI, place spawn points, mouse, drag to move around the map, clicking them, zoom into the spawn and spawns the character. Okay. Top-down view using... Oh, man, actually, hold that thought. Hold that thought, pal. Where am I going? Got an idea, guys. I wonder if we could use this as the spawn selector. This is it's got a little bit cut off though on the sides. That could be cool, but it's got some cut off on the sides. We could definitely render some NUI over top of that, or DUI, and use that to select the spawn. See, look, like 3D map, yeah. Character get phone in hand and select location. I don't know that I've seen it done with a phone before. We could use this computer screen as well. Use direct UI on that computer screen. You know, send me something in Discord, Smack. Okay. Okay. Just pondering, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. Computer's crazy idea. Crazy good or crazy bad? Let's see. Oh, like that? That's crazy. That's interesting. I think that we would need that model probably. Crazy good. We can try it. I don't know that. I don't know smack that we can do that without having that model. Let's see. I might be able to find it. Unless it's in the game somewhere. I don't know the prop name of it though. You tried to code yourself? Yeah, I'm a software developer by trade. And I have tried to code myself in FiveM, just not enough to compete with people that have been doing it for years. Okay. Yeah, let's try. I don't know. I don't know, Smack. Maybe I can. I don't know. Let's just try to copy that image and throw it to cursor. See what we can do. Can we try to render this onto top today? So the computer screen. Wish I had my dev tools. Yeah, it's just files. The only data that I've input is my documentation markdown file. It's just in the folder. So any agent that you open that folder with will have that. So here's what I'm working with cursor right now, guys. Build it with custom. Let's actually take that back. Sketchfab. Awesome. He's got me the model. Okay. This is huge. Smack, you're a beast, dude. Let me get that downloaded. Just a second. Got it posted for you and everyone. Hope it helps. Oh, the animation's awesome, dude. Thank you. When there's a will, there's a way. Exactly. Exactly. Now, if I can log into Sketchfab, we'll be doing something. Okay. Okay, I am downloading. I guess we don't need direct UI to the computer if we're going to do this. Okay, and we are going to use Pale's provided editor here. Pale is awesome. So we've got this imported. I guess we probably need to tell Claude to map the coordinates onto this. Okay. Build FiveM resource. Is it Pale? Is this all? Are you still in here, Pale? Is this all we need to do? So we get the YDR and the resource. That's a lot of polygons. Seems like it is. Press the magnet at the top to snap to viewport center. Magnet at the top. Okay. Display overlays. Wireframe. This is awesome. Michael scale reference. I don't even see Michael. Go to textures, turn the glossy down. Okay, textures. Oh, we froze. There we go. Turn glossiness down. Oh, zoom out. Okay, it's fine. Then collisions, change it to mesh. Okay. Large poly, yep. I got you. We're good, we're good. Then I'm guessing we export now. And go to export, okay. It looks hard. Yeah, it does. Then build right here. So what I'm going to do is actually open it up in the IDE. And then I will go ahead and create a resource. That way I can put that in there. May take a while. Okay, sweet. Guess we can go ahead and work on the prompt. So we want that. And are we done? Build. I'll download it. Save. Okay. Texture too large. Okay, let's see. Textures and optimize the textures. Hello, I'm new to this channel. What are you doing on this website? I'm not a scripter, I'm a designer. We're just building a server out. Right now we're working on a spawn selector screen. And we're just using a great tool provided by one of our viewers and Discord members that allows us to play with some models and stuff. Optimize the textures on the export section. Okay. So we're attempting to build a spawn selector that looks like this. You did it. Send on Discord. Gotcha. Oh, I see it right here. Optimize textures. I guess I need to put this in a stream folder. I don't know. I'll leave it. Not that. Need a folder. Such an idiot. There we go. Okay. Not brave. Put in a stream folder, add this to the FX manifest. Make sure your script deletes the prompt on a resource, otherwise the game will crash because FiveM. What AI are you using to build it? I'm using Claude, currently in Cursor at the moment. So I've got stream with all those files there. And here is manifest. Yeah, the selector works better. I'll show you in just a second. And I'm just going to copy what you said. Make sure your script deletes the prompt on resource stop. You killing it, bro. Thank you, Smack. We're working on it, dude. We're working through it. Well, let's turn it to plan mode. Let's do that. And we'll actually use we can use let's use Sonnet 5 to plan this. Just add that too. We'll see what difference that makes. Make that a little bit bigger for you guys. So we're rolling through that. I'll show you again, Scram, the selector. And anybody else that's new, I'll show you the other thing we've been working on today. We used a lot of our 5-hour limit on that selector screen. 83% to be exact. This is a custom loading screen that we built as well. It's got some tips down there in the bottom right. I would like to add buttons to like Discord or rules or something, but we can do that at some point in time, or I may even do that off camera. So here's the selector screen. We get 3 slots. And then we get the scene configurator as well. You can create new scenes and such. Yep, works pretty good. And then this is what we're trying to override now, is this spawn selector. It's what we are working on currently. Characters facing backwards. Which one? Oh yeah, he's looking out the window. This one? Yeah, he's checking out the window, man. He may be mad at us. It's a good point as well. Yeah, exactly. Watching the view. The great view of Los Santos. So we're in plan mode currently in Cursor. I've not done this in the previous scripts. We'll see if it makes much of a difference. Without any animations. It should have an animation. He should. Oh, actually, I think we do have a issue with the animation. You might be right. Supposed to be in something. We can find another one. on the phone. There we go. So let's save that. So we'll quit and come back. You use an OX inventory. This is Qbox inventory. But we did a reskin of it yesterday, or in the last stream. We did a reskin of the inventory and the target and the notification. So pretty much everything OX we did a reskin of. Would be here maybe. Nope. This one. So you can see the new notifications, the new inventory. It doesn't look too terribly different. Okay, so now it looks really strange what the guy's doing. But he's supposed to be on his phone. Been over there, and this guy's on a non-existent phone as well, so maybe we can access the character scene creator here, and we can change the animation for this guy. Lobby idle, that looks weird. Boss stance, at ease, add attention, investigating, that looks weird too. Meditating, there we go. Here's a good one. We have a plethora of options to go through here. Smoking, coffee. We can give him some coffee. Let's do that. Everybody loves coffee, right? Yeah, look, and he's got even got a little bit of a leg move going. You know, he's having a great time. There's the animation, and this guy's leaned back, chilling, smoking. This guy's on his phone playing Clash Royale. Cool. Thanks for that. Who said that? No animation. Spook. Thanks, Spook. What's the difference between OX and the QB? Qbox uses OX, but it's a little. I think. Yeah, I guess it is OX. Did you make the scene creator also AI, or did you already have it? No, AI built that entire scene creator and the scene itself. Yeah, all that was with Claude. Looks like Cursor's got some questions for us, so aren't in the workspace yet. Resources YK spawn doesn't exist. Okay, it certainly does. I'm looking at it. Interesting. Okay.
There is no way you'll be able to make it on time. Traffic is horrible. My time is very important. I do not like this rain check business. You should plan better.
There we go. Server already has QBX spawn and a custom YK character select. Hands off existing character logins. How should the new selector be wired in? Make it the real replacement. Keep QBX spawn running only for its callbacks. Respond its own trigger event update. Keep it fully standalone for now. Let's try to keep it standalone for now. QB Core is a framework, OX is a framework, and more. But it's Qbox, so. You know, I really like how most of our time we spend asking AI this day, not even using Google anymore to search. Yeah, true. Using AI when you do Google search as well. That's very true. Very, very true.
Yo, dude.
Yeah, but real developers not vibe coding. They are using AI for a helper and Google for searcher. I'm a real developer. I use AI to do more than just help. And I typically don't use Google at all. How much is Claude? I have the $20. I have the $20 Pro plan. There's different tiers. I mean, they also write with AI. I absolutely do. I definitely do. That's what I do for a career. One thing that I've never really been good at or had any interest in doing is UI design, and I've had to do that, and I do most of it with AI.
Hello?
Okay, let's see. Let's view the plan here, guys. We got a plan from Cursor on this spawn selector.
Hey, yo!
We were pretty vague in our initial prompt. We didn't really give too much information other than this initial image and the model. So we've got the prop assets, orbit camera around the map prop, create/delete the map prop, GUI open and close. So here's the manifest with that line that Pale gave us. We've got a config. I mean, this looks okay to me. I don't see anything that we super need to change. We can see here that we'll have a camera that orbit around the map prop. We just need to, I'm just going to tell it to make sure that the locations that appear on the map prop what are those stream files? It's a custom, I mean, maybe not custom, it's a, let me pull it up here. It's a GTA map 3D model. So go back to the model here. And we're going to use that as the spawn selector, just like this image provided here. Let's see. How does this do it? Where would you like to start? Zoom into the area. Once a player selects a spawn option, then so I want it to, you know, somebody clicks on last location, it'll zoom into that location and then give them the option to spawn in. So let's add that to the plan. very good multi-character. Yeah, we're working on. We already got the spawn or the character selector, and this is the configurator that comes with it. So we've got a scene with our characters rendered out here that we can pick between them. We're just trying to work on the actual spawn selector now. I think once we get this one finished, guys, I'll probably end stream there,
What do you want?
and then we can pick back up with some police stuff in the next stream.
Hospital again? Who cares?
Or if you guys have any other ideas, drop them in the chat, drop them in the Discord, whatever, and we will we'll attack that. I think this was a suggestion in the Discord as well. So yeah. We got a lot of awesome resources in the Discord, so if you guys aren't in it, link should be in the description down below. To add coordinate calibration for the map prop and highlight, zoom, then spawn button flow. That's exactly what we want. Should make a character have stand-up animation if he sits in a chair or something. Yeah, that's probably possible. If you select that character, have him stand up, yeah, it's actually a pretty good idea. Thank you for that. We can even have an animation of the character walking from the point they're at. We could have a camera follow that ped, have them walk to the elevator, then get in it. That would be pretty cool. Maybe we could have that even trigger after the spawn location. I don't know.
Hey, Chuck, how you
All right, let's see. We've got a new plan. Coordinate alignment. So we can calibrate it once we're in. Zoom and spawn button flow. Yeah, let's build it. Let's switch to Opus 5. Let's go back to Agent, and let's do build this plan. You personally did that, Andreas? That's cool, dude. If you want to, yeah, feel free to join the Discord, man, and share that with us. We'd love to see it. You can get some ideas from multi-character plus 3D identity from Pixel Studio. Is that No Pixel? I don't know that I want to copy No Pixel. But, I mean, they do have cool shit, and everybody likes it.
Hi, yeah, I wanted to check on my car.
This Pixel, I think I'm on the right one. This actually looks pretty good. Obviously, I guess. Let's build something together. I think we can do it. Sure, man. Hit me up on Discord. So we are building this plan. So Cursor's working through this. Let me know down in the chat, guys, what you want to see next. Maybe something for next stream or a future video or something. Are you using Fable or just Opus? Just Opus right now. I have a previous video using Fable if you want to check that out. I do have some usage credits. I think I have like $100 in usage credits for Fable that we can use at some point in time, which that's probably not going to get us very far. But no, this is Opus 5. Opus 5 High specifically. With small context, I guess. I don't know that we need more than 300K for this. Hopefully not. I'm using Claude to code a custom MDT/CAD and a dispatch system. I actually built that in another one of my videos. If you want to check that out and grab some ideas from it, and I actually don't think that I released those, but yeah, feel free to check that out, man. Best of luck to you. We'll probably be working on similar stuff next stream. So I've got this is a previous MDT that I built, or CAD system, I guess. I ended up scrapping it, but I really like the idea of having the realistic looking tablet border. So I've got another one of those prepped and ready. So that's probably going to be next video. I just think it's cool how you can build a whole server just by AI. I mean, yeah, it's not. You still have to have a little bit of knowledge of in-game, FiveM development and stuff like that. You need a little bit of knowledge, but yeah, you can do a ton with AI, man. Not just even FiveM related. Based on your testing, who do you think it gives you more ideas on creating a good plug-and-play script without giving too much prompts? You talked about like which AI model? Probably Claude. Codex or GPT 5.6 Soul does good, but there's some small errors and such in there that it kind of kept repeating. So yeah, I think Claude does the best. I do have a little bit of extra context with Claude, so I'll slide this over a little bit. You can see my Qbox.md, which is a markdown, just a text file. Do you use MCPs? This is going to answer your question as well, Domo. I do not use MCPs. I would like to get that rolling at some point. I don't necessarily know of any FiveM MCPs, so maybe that's something that we could build, but this is the only extra context or skill that I use, other than some UI design skills every now and then. I have this Qbox.md. It's a markdown file, which is technically really all that all skills are, and it adds a lot of extra reference and context for whatever AI that you use this with. So it has all the exports in Qbox, vehicles and buckets, and I just went ahead and grabbed all this from Qbox's documentation, and it also went through the base Qbox code base and pulled all this stuff out. So there's also some more mistakes, bad ideas and better ideas. Agent review checklist in this. So naming conventions, just an extra prompt snippet, and then some final notes. There's also some concrete requirements, NUI constraints that I kept receiving some issues with backdrop filters and this super new CSS stuff that FiveM's NUI system doesn't play with. So yeah, and this is available in my Discord as well. But no MCPs, no technical skills. I mean, we could install this as a skill probably, but this is the extra context that I have for FiveM development. Great question. But to reiterate on your question, Spook, the best, without giving too many prompts, I mean, it all depends on how good you make your initial prompt. But I think Claude's the best, in my opinion. Claude is the best. You can train cursor on FiveM docs. Yeah, you absolutely can. It's actually a pretty solid dev reference. I mess with local LLMs, been creating the MCP to help with that specifically. Going to be more modular than a single server. Cool, dude. Cool. Yeah, I may do that. Smack train cursor. I don't. I mean, as you guys have probably seen, I don't typically use cursor. I use Claude, just the standard Claude desktop application. But
This country is just
might be a
giving
good
away
idea to switch to
money
cursor,
to other countries. You gotta start buying American.
or at least use it, which I have been using it. But you know what I mean. So we're still waiting on Qbox here, or not Qbox. We're waiting on the spawn selector. I agree, Claude is the best. Claude is the best for sure. So while we're waiting, we can use let's use our character scene here and try to make a new scene. New scene, scene ID. I don't know. Let's new scene, I guess. I don't know. Hell, where are we gonna put this one? Let's take a look at our interiors and locations. Meth lab, weed farm, Lost MC clubhouse, FIB lobby. Let's try clubhouse. We'll name it clubhouse. Create scene. So we'll close that for now. We can go ahead and TP there. This is pretty empty, actually. Okay, it's all right here. I want to. Where did our other scene go? Let's create that. Let's TP. No, why did that not work? It's not doing what I want it to do. I guess I can't TP with this. Interesting. Let's check on cursor. Completed 6 of the 7 to-dos, so We should be able to test this in just a second, guys. And once we test this and maybe a couple fixes, that'll be the end of the stream for today. Looks like he created a README. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quit out and get ready to open it back up. Appreciate everybody stopping by. If you've watched the entire time, you are an absolute menace. But I truly appreciate it. Truly, truly appreciate it. Every bit of support. I'm having a blast making these videos and these streams now. These are actually more fun than the videos, but yeah. Support has been awesome, guys. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a like on the stream and join the Discord down below. That way you get notified for the next one. And I will be probably releasing all this stuff at some point in time. Good stream. Thanks, Domo. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Just getting started. Loving the stream for sure, Money Man. Awesome, dude. Glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm having a great time too. Let's see, verifying a couple of API signatures. All right, we're making some small changes. Yeah, guys, everybody, join the Discord. Let me know kind of, what you guys are, what are you watching for? Are you kind of trying to start FiveM development, or are you just interested in kind of AI stuff? I was just watching AI videos when I came across some AI in FiveM, and I've spent my fair share of time in FiveM. I started playing back in like 2017, I think. So I was like, hey, I could do that. Yeah, guys, just let me know. Are you a server, trying to create your own server? Or you guys into, anything in tech outside of FiveM, like in your day job or anything? I'd love to know kind of all the walks of life from everybody. Let's see. Spook says, when you create a prompt, do you have any specific rules when you create it? Usually what I do, explain everything on the script, how the script should work and do, because I like to be super specific about it. Yeah, that's a great policy. That's really, I don't know that you need to be any more specific than that. Just kind of detailing out the flow, user flow, how you want your player to see that script. Yeah, you've got the bulk of it down, man. Pell is an infrastructure engineer. Is that like an IT infrastructure engineer, or just standard civil infrastructure? I recommend building a scope with the AI, but then get as much info for the script as possible. Yep. Not gonna lie, you sparked an interest in trying AI with FiveM, so I'm giving it a try. Been creating servers for over 3 years now as a hobby. Spent more money than I want to own up to. Yeah, dude, and that's another big thing. What I'm trying to portray in these videos is that you don't need to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars on scripts, and I think that Gabs has a monopoly on the cars now, but you don't need to spend tons of money on scripts before you even have a consistent player base. Because I've tried to start my own servers, and I've spent money, buying scripts to try to get a server up and running, and you don't have any players, so it's just a net negative. And yeah, so hopefully I've sparked something that you're like, man, I could make a hell of a server and only have my Claude subscription. That's what I'm trying to show in these videos, and we'll see if we get there. We may not get there, but that's the goal. I built a big system of truck job with AI. How can sell it? I mean, you can. Most people sell their scripts on Tebex. You can try that. VN Costa. Pale is a data center infrastructure engineer. It's awesome, dude. Getting a lot of backlash from the old timers on the data center. That's definitely what's happening in my area. We've got a couple proposed data centers coming to the area, and a lot of people are really up in arms about it. Any pointers on pulling players into a fully built server? Good marketing is always. I mean, that's really what it takes, man. Just being able to make the cool cinematic videos that the no pixels and those types of servers make. I think that'll help a lot, and I unfortunately don't have any advice for you on that. I've never really been good at that kind of marketing side of stuff, but that's probably the best advice I can give you. Just good marketing, good branding, and yeah. Not really. Just show up, do your job, leave you. I mean, that's the best thing to do, man. Keeps you out of trouble. But I'm sure you're in a more populated area than I am. I'm in a fairly rural region, so the idea of a data center, most people don't even know what you're talking about. Had lots of fun with Opus 5 on Qbox. Managed to make a fully direct UI spray painting system that lets you spray paint in person live on walls. That's sweet, dude. That is awesome, Reggie. I've not done anything with direct UI yet. Thank you. The system is inspired by ETS2. What is ETS2? Why does that sound familiar? Oh, Euro Truck Simulator. That's it. I got you. I got there. Didn't expect AI to produce something of this quality. I mean, it can definitely surprise you sometimes. I built a trucking script too, and it was okay. I tried to kind of model it over American Truck Simulator as well, but it was all right. I wasn't super impressed with it. I created my own Rockstar editor for that purpose and have been getting more of the players I do have to try streaming and things like that. Yeah, if you can, dude, that's another big thing, man. If you can find a really funny guy to stream your server and such, and they kind of already have maybe a little bit of an audience, that's a huge boost, uh, for sure. But best of luck to you, Robert. It's a tough game, man. There's so many servers, and yeah, you just got to be different, man. Make people think that your server is better than everything else that's out there. But yeah, if you have a funny streamer, you don't even have to have a good server. They'll just join just to be in the server with that streamer. That's another one. So, Cursor Claude still rolling with this. I thought he was about done, but looks like through some testing, we went back and made some changes because up here, I thought I saw him working on the README, which is typically the last step. Yeah, here, and completed 6 of 7 to do. So maybe we found some errors that we're going back and fixing. Looks like we're changing some scaling on the camera. So hopefully this will turn out good, and we get a good one to end it on. We are updating the README. A few days, AI will probably be able to control map editors. And if you ask it to, it'll redesign the entire map for you. Yeah, we may get there. AI is progressing at an incredible pace. And you guys remember the Will Smith eating spaghetti video? If not, you definitely need to check that out. I think that was 2023. The first Will Smith eating spaghetti AI created video, and just in 3 years or so, the they've got a new version of Will Smith eating spaghetti, and it's I mean, it looks like a movie. I appreciate that, man. I take a lot of time writing my own scripts to be different. Also have a SIM card system I made for LB phone to get specific apps you can't see without it. That's cool. That's a cool idea. I've seen that kind of like with a phone VPN system. A VPN lets you get different apps that you didn't have before. That's a cool. That's cool though. So found a real bug in review. So this review process has actually been quite important. It looks like we've fixed a lot of and changed a lot of stuff in the review. Hopefully that isn't what's the word for fixing stuff that doesn't need to be broken. One more robustness fix. So we are almost done, guys. Sorry for the wait. All right, guys, let's hear some ideas for the next stream or the next video. I may just keep streaming. This is I'm having more fun doing this than having to sit down and edit the video for hours. But yeah, what do you guys want to see? We all learning something? That's good. I'm glad to be here teaching you guys something. Absolutely. That's what I definitely enjoy that. So we're done. Spawn selector fades out, parks the player in the void beside the map model, opens on a slow orbit. Off the whole thing with the list to the left. Police, fire, EMS, MDT. Okay. I think that's a good idea too, Smack. So let's try it. Let's restart the server instead of forgetting that this time. Full ambulance job. I've not tried that before with AI. So we can give that a shot. Okay, let's go ahead and open that up. All right, server's loading up. Also a full police job. Yep. It's on the list, dude. That is already on the list. We will do it. We'll do a full government stream probably. So here, for anybody that's just now joining or didn't catch the last video, just do a quick recap while we're going in. This is a custom built loading screen. I'm trying to talk too fast. We built this in last video or last stream. It's got a custom video, custom audio. This is what we built today. We built this custom character selection screen. It comes with a configurator, so you can change the animations, the locations of the pads. Yeah, you can change the camera angles and such. So we'll just go ahead and spawn in, and this should be after we hit play, guys. This should be our brand new spawn selector, and it's not. We get the old one. Why do we get the old one? That was so anticlimactic. I'm assuming we need to stop the old one. I was hoping that Claude would do that in the CFG itself. Doesn't appear it did. So let's see if it does it after this. Nope. Okay. It's on a command right now. Why is it on a command? I saw that, but I just thought it was the path, how it plays / spawns. Surely not. What in the hell? The textures look a little rough, but it appears to work. Motels are up there. Legion Square is about... Is it Legion Square? Or is that Legion Square? I feel like that's Legion Square. Yeah, this is rough. I mean, it works though. Interesting. Is that because Pale? Is that because we optimized the textures? Could we do it again and not optimize the textures, and it'd be a little bit better than that? Because that looks like shit. It's the actual model. Okay. I mean, the actual model in Sketchfab looks... no, I guess it doesn't look a ton bit better. Let's try it again. I mean, if we kept it zoomed out kind of a little bit farther, it would look a little bit better. What's motels? Here? Oh, Pink Cage. Okay, Legion Square. Does that actually put us at Legion? It does. I'll get a better model and send it to you. Pell, you are the man. You are the man. So it works, guys. It doesn't look the best, but it does work, and we can actually wire that to actually be the spawn selector after you select your character instead of doing the command. We can do that in the next video, and we can add I may do that off stream. I'll add Pell's a better model that Pell sends us, and then I'll show you guys the update at the beginning of next stream. But that's where we're gonna leave it off today. It looks okay when we're zoomed out, but once we get in, the textures look kind of bad. Works though. It puts us where we need to go. But yeah, I'll work on that off stream, and then I'll show you guys that at the beginning of the next stream, or if I do a video, it'll be in the video. With that all being said, I appreciate you guys sticking around this long. It's been about almost a 3-hour stream. This is probably going to be the typical cadence for my stream length and such. But yeah, we made some good progress today, guys, and I enjoyed chatting with you. And I hope to see you in the next one. If you haven't already, join the Discord. The link will be in the description down below. Subscribe to the channel. We are definitely on the road to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think that's a very attainable goal, and I hope we smack it out of the water. Anyway, guys, leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, it's been Yeti King. Later, guys.